Hello friends, and welcome back to Virtual Preschool. I'm so excited that you are here with me today, and we are going to be talking about names today. So our theme this week is all about you, your name, your family, your birthday, your favorite things, your feelings, all of those things. So today's topic is your name. I have a name. My name is Miss Tara, and that's what my mom and dad decided to name me when I was born many years ago. And you have a name as well. So through our video today, we're going to be playing a few different songs, and I want you to turn on your listening ears and tune in to hear when we talk about your name, okay? So instead of our normal morning song, we're going to do a different song today, and it is called Do You Know My Friend? And if you look up here on the board, you can see how it goes. It says, do you know my friend's name, my friend's name, my friend's name? Do you know my friend's name? Yes, his name or her name is, and then I'll hold up a card here, like this one says Sophia, and then we'll sing the song, okay? So why don't we go ahead and get started? So this says Sophia, and we'll put it here. So listen for when your name gets put up here, okay? Do you know my friend's name, my friend's name, my friend's name? Do you know my friend's name? Yes, her name is Sophia. Next we have, whose name is this? Starts with the L. Logan. Do you know my friend's name, my friend's name, my friend's name? Do you know my friend's name? Yes, his name is Logan. Next up is another L name, Larry. Larry also goes by LJ sometimes, so when we have a name, we can also have a nickname. Maybe some of you have a nickname as well. Do you know my friend's name, my friend's name, my friend's name? Do you know my friend's name? Yes, his name is Larry. Another L name. This one says Liam. Do you know my friend's name, my friend's name, my friend's name? Do you know my friend's name? Yes, his name is Liam. Would you believe another L name? This one is Landon. Do you know my friend's name, my friend's name, my friend's name? Do you know my friend's name? Yes, his name is Landon. Next up, we have a J name, Jack. Do you know my friend's name, my friend's name, my friend's name? Do you know my friend's name? Yes, his name is Jack. I'm just going to take these out now so the pocket doesn't get too heavy. Next up, we have Ezra. Do you know my friend's name, my friend's name, my friend's name? Do you know my friend's name? Yes, his name is Ezra. Oh, wow. Next is Isaac. Do you know my friend's name, my friend's name, my friend's name? Do you know my friend's name? Yes, his name is Isaac. Have you heard your name yet? We have a lot of names. We have a few left, so keep listening. This one is Emma. Do you know my friend's name, my friend's name, my friend's name? Do you know my friend's name? Yes, her name is Emma. And close to Emma is Ella. Do you know my friend's name, my friend's name, my friend's name? Do you know my friend's name? Yes, her name is Ella. Next we have Bryce. Do you know my friend's name? My friend's name, my friend's name. Do you know my friend's name? Yes, his name is Bryce. This one is 3 letters, Anna. Do you know my friend's name? My friend's name, my friend's name. Do you know my friend's name? Yes, her name is Anna. Up next we have Bryn. Do you know my friend's name? My friend's name, my friend's name. Do you know my friend's name? Yes, her name is Bryn. And lastly, we have Clara. Do you know my friend's name? My friend's name, my friend's name. Do you know my friend's name? Yes, her name is Clara. So that took us a little time to get through everybody's name, but as I was saying before, everybody's name is important to them. So we have to make sure everybody has a turn, okay? So next we're going to talk about how you may have been named. So when you're born, your parents or your guardians, they have to come up with the name to put on your birth certificate. And now would be a funny time to ask mom or dad or grandma and grandpa or any other adult that's home with you how you got your name. Sometimes you're named after someone in your family, or maybe you're named after something important, or they just, really liked your name or what have you. So go ahead and take a moment and ask mom and dad how you got your name. And also while you're at it, we're going to need everyone to have their name written on a piece of paper for the activities that we're doing today. So I have just a regular piece of paper here, and I'll show you how I write my name. Are you able to see me? Mm. Okay, so my name is T-A-R-A, Tara. So go ahead and take a moment and have your grown-up at home write your name on the piece of paper, and you can pause your video, and when you have that completed, come on back to continue the video, because we're going to play a game that you're going to need to look at your card and see how many letters and stuff are in your name. So anyways, take a moment and do that, and we'll see you back here in a moment. All right, friends, this week we're also having the exciting moment of naming our monkey. Whoops, Mr. Monkey fell back here. So as you see here, Monkey here, he or she has spots and stripes, and I think we've decided we're going to name her Dottie. So Dottie is like her polka dots, okay? So everyone say, hello, Dottie.
Hi, Dottie.
Hi, Dottie. Dottie says, hello, friends. So we're going to see how we write Dottie's name. Dottie is spelled D-O-T-T-Y. That spells Dottie, okay? All right, so now if everybody has their piece of paper, we're going to go ahead and play a game, and it's kind of like a game and a song all in one, okay? So have your card in front of you and follow along with me. So mainly we're looking at the first letter of our name. So the first letter of our name is always a capital letter, meaning a big uppercase letter. So Dottie's letter is a letter D, and Miss Tara's letter, the first letter, is T. T, okay? So you look at your card and see what the first letter of your name is, okay? All right, so now we're going to play a game. If your name has a capital A or an A for the first letter, we're going to play this game, okay? If your name starts with A, clap your hands. If your name starts with A, clap your hands. If your name starts with A, if your name starts with A, if your name starts with A, clap your hands. Now listen, we have 14 students, so I'm not going to go through the whole alphabet, but I am going to go through all of the letters of everybody's name, like the first letter of everybody's name. So everyone will get a turn. So make sure you're tuning in with your listening ears to hear for your letter, okay? The next letter is letter C, capital C. If your name starts with C, shout hooray, hooray. If your name starts with C, shout hooray, hooray. If your name starts with C, if your name starts with C, if your name starts with C, shout hooray, hooray. Sorry, Miss Tara, I messed that up a little bit. I'm sorry about that. I'll do better on the next one. This is letter L. So this time, if your name starts with L, we're going to stomp our feet, okay? If your name starts with L, stomp your feet. If your name starts with L, stomp your feet. If your name starts with L, if your name starts with L, if your name starts with L, stomp your feet. Miss Tara should have told you that we were going to play an action song. So if you are not standing up now, you should go ahead and do so just in case we need to move our feet and things, okay? All right, next letter is letter J. So for this one, if your name starts with J, we're going to tap our head, okay? If your name starts with J, tap your head. If your name starts with J, tap your head. If your name starts with J, if your name starts with J, if your name starts with J, tap your head. Good job. Okay, next up is the letter S. Capital S makes a snake sound. So if your name starts with S, we're going to tap our knees, okay? If your name starts with S, tap your knees. If your name starts with S, tap your knees. If your name starts with S, if your name starts with S, if your name starts with S, tap your knees. Good job. Are you listening for your letter? Did I call your letter yet? Make sure you're looking at your card, okay, to check for your letter. This is letter I. So if your name starts with an I, tap your nose. If your name starts with I, tap your nose. If your name starts with I, tap your nose. If your name starts with I, if your name starts with I, if your name starts with I, tap your nose. Good job. Only a couple left. This one is letter E. I know we have several E students whose name starts with an E. So if your name starts with E, what could we do? Grace, what can we do for letter E? How about if your name starts with E, touch your elbow for E? Because elbow starts with E too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right. If your name starts with E, touch your elbow. If your name starts with E, touch your elbow. If your name starts with E, if your name starts with E, if your name starts with E, touch your elbow. Good job. All right. Now only one letter left, which is letter B. B. Let's see, if your name starts with a B, give yourself a hug. If your name starts with B, give yourself a hug. If your name starts with B, if your name starts with B, if your name starts with B, give yourself a hug. Good job, guys. So that was everybody's first letter of their name. Actually, you know what? We forgot to do Miss Dottie's name. Let's do Miss Dottie. Hers is a letter D. Let's get Dottie out here. Hello, Dottie. Come on. All right, Dottie, what should we do for your name? If your name starts with D, play peekaboo. Peekaboo. If your name starts with D, play peekaboo. Peekaboo.
If your name starts with D, if your name starts with D, if your name starts with D, play peekaboo, peekaboo.
Okay, Miss Dottie's gonna go away now. Goodbye. All right. All right, so next up, we're going to play another song. So this lesson, we're not going to read a book because we're talking about names, and there's not really a book that's about all of your names. So today I thought we would just keep it lively and play some games and sing some songs, okay? So we have one more game that we're going to play, and this one is kind of like the last one where we talk about letters. This one is called What's Your Letter? So we just kind of talked about that, right? So we're going to see everybody that starts with the letters, okay? So first up, we're going to start with letter A. So the tune of the song is Mary Had a Little Lamb, and it says the A is for Anna. Grace, help me sing this song.
The A is for Anna, Anna, Anna. The A is for Anna. Let us see who's next.
Okay, so let's do that one more time because I forgot to put up Anna's name, okay? So we're going to see everyone that has the beginning letter like this, letter A. So only one person has the capital A, which is Anna. So let's go ahead and sing that. Go ahead, Grace.
The A is for Anna, Anna, Anna. The A is for Anna. Let us see who's next.
So remember, you have to follow along and use your listening ears to see, to hear for your letter, okay? So next up, this is letter C. Letter C. You can trace it like this with your finger. Okay, so we only have one person with the letter C, and this girl is Clara. Clara is the letter C, so let us sing our song.
The C is for Clara, Clara, Clara. The C is for Clara. Let us see who's next.
So up next is letter L. Remember, we had a lot of friends with the letter L when we sang our last song. Let's see how many have the L, okay? Here's the letter L, and we have Landon. Whoops, sticky little cards. We have Landon, Larry, Liam, and Logan. Can you see all of these names? So let's count them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 L names. So when we sing the song, we're going to list everyone at the same time like this. Okay, go ahead.
The L is for Landon, Larry, Liam. The L is for Logan. Let us see who's next.
All right, let's see what letter is going to come next. Is it your letter? Remember, if you don't know what letter yours is, look for your paper like this where you wrote your name and check the first letter. See if it's yours, okay? The next letter is letter, oops, get back in there. Letter J. We have one J student, and that is Jeff. So let's sing Jack's song. The J
is for Jack, Jack, Jack. The J is for Jack. Let us see who's next.
All right. What letter was this again? Do you guys know?
S.
Let me get my hand out of the way. Did you say letter S? You were right. That is a S. So we have one S name in our class, and this is Miss Sophia. The
S is for Sophia, Sophia, Sophia. The S is for Sophia. Let us see who's next.
All right, next up we have letter I. We have one I student, and that would be Isaac. See, look here, letter I and letter I, they match. The I is for Isaac, Isaac, Isaac. The I is for Isaac. Let us see who's next. All right. Up next we have letter, what letter is this, guys?
E.
Letter E. Did you say E? You were right. That is letter E. And we have a few E names. We have Ella, Emma, and Ezra. So how many is this? Let's count.
1, 2, 3.
3 E names. Okay, the E is for Ella, Emma, Ezra. The E is for Ella, Emma, Ezra. Whoops. The E is for everyone here. Let us see who's next. Some of them is hard to rhyme with, so I apologize for my singing skills, but silly Miss Tara. All right, next up is letter B. Letter B. And we have 2 friends with the letter B, and they actually happen to be brother and sister. We have Bryn and Bryce. See, notice they have the same letter at the beginning. Okay, let's sing our song one last time. The B is for Bryn, Bryce,
Bryn. The B is for Bryce. Let us see who's next.
I think that's everyone, so no one's next, right? We did a good job. Why don't you clap and give yourself a hand? Okay, so the last thing on our list today is, it's a little bit of homework. So if you had your grown-up write your name on a piece of paper, I want you to have them help you, or if mom or dad or your grown-up says you can do it, you can take your scissors, and I want you to cut the pieces into like puzzle shape, and I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to cut this one like this. So I have a letter T like this. And then let's see, how can I make my A? Like this. And then I have 2 letters left, an R and an A. Okay? So now, you know what, I'm just going to trim up the edge of this one too, but I won't use this piece. So I had 4 letters in my name, and now I have 4 puzzle pieces. And you can have your grown-up help you, and you can scramble up the letters like so, and then you're going to try to put the puzzle back together. So you're going to find a piece. Does this one go there? No, it doesn't fit there, so it might go over here. Yep, it does. Okay, and here's my last A, and it fits right in here. So you can use this as a learning puzzle to learn how to spell your name. Okay? And in no time, I'm sure you'll be able to spell it and you'll be able to do this puzzle. So, anyways, that's it for our video this evening. Tomorrow's video is going to be about families, and I think it's about families. And I'll show you a little preview of the craft that we had with the little house that you can decorate, and also the family tree project. So I'll show you those tomorrow on the video, and I look forward to seeing you then. Bye-bye.
Bye, Miss Tara.